Thursday Thunder on this 10th day of January already. Adrian.
Yes.
Yes. Already the 10th.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great so far.
It's scary how quickly the time flies.
It does.
Before you know it, it's going to be Easter.
Oh, that's in April, isn't it? I've never been a big fan of Easter.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know what it is. I always forget when it is. And
Well, that's because it's sort of a different time every year.
well, there you go.
Yeah.
Consistency.
Yes.
Creature of habit. It has to be. Never mind.
All right. What's been happening?
A lot's been happening in the new year. Obviously, we've had a lot of people come into the gym, looking to start back up, have been away for a bit, Christmas break, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, and new things.
Got a new piece of equipment.
Yeah.
You spent all day yesterday
4.5 hours.
together.
4.5 hours.
You sent me that picture and it was just a big box full of little parts.
It was literally
Was there anything left over?
No. There was nothing left over, which is good.
Nothing? No bolts?
Nothing at all. It was great. I was freaking out halfway through. I'm like, there's a lot of pieces here, and doesn't look like there's enough like bolts and that. Like, oh, okay, so it all works out well.
So what we've got here at the gym now is an ATX belt squat.
Yeah. Yep.
It's more than a belt squat, but really, it effectively the main use is as a belt squat.
Yep.
Now, a lot of people will go, "What the hell is a belt squat?" Now, a belt squat is just that. It's a squatting apparatus where the weight is around your hips.
Yep.
On a belt, suspended from an arm which has got weights on it on a pivot.
Yes.
So instead of you having to squat and the weight is on your shoulders, there's no lower back issues. You can go arse to the grass without any sort of back issues. The main problem I had with squatting recently, which is why I stopped them, and that was I had shoulder impingement.
Shoulder mobility.
I had trouble grabbing the bar without pain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
so I'd be squatting and I'd be just thinking about my shoulder hurts. And I tried narrow grip, I tried wide grip, I tried all sorts of grip, and the shoulder impingement was there the whole time.
That was the main reason why we purchased the safety bar squat, so people can still do squats, and other people can do squats.
So we started squatting on a safety bar for that reason, because your hands are up here, etc. But I was always looking at this belt squat machine, because I had used one years ago in Melbourne, and I thought it was really good. But what I like about this piece of equipment is that it is not only a belt squat, it's a dip machine.
Yes.
So you can do weighted dips on it. It is also bent over rows. You can do close grip bent over rows and wide grip bent over rows. So it's a versatile piece of equipment. And as far as I know, there's only one in Adelaide. Yeah,
there's only one in Adelaide.
Which is only a belt squat. It's not a versatile like the one we got. So yeah, keen to try it out. So good on back day.
Yep.
If Ari's really clever, he can put in the video for the ATX belt squat
at the start.
Well, so, he can even put it in now.
Yeah. Start.
And we're back. So if not, he'll put a link to it here.
Yep.
But if you Google ATX belt squat, one of the first things is a video comes up on it. Little short 40-second video and showing all the benefits and the different exercises you can do on it. So it's a pretty cool piece of equipment.
Yeah, funnily enough, when it came in obviously like in a massive casket, but that wasn't the hardest issue. The hardest issue is ATX is a German company.
Yes.
They only really ship to Europe and only service Europe, but there's a place in Australia that obviously imports it in.
Yeah.
It's a long waiting time. We waited a long time for it.
Yeah, we had to wait a few months to get it in.
Even when it was out of stock. But when it did come in, it was pretty much off the boat, off the container, their warehouse here. So obviously when you start opening up any new bit of equipment or you're making anything, you've got the book of instructions. And 9 times out of 10, it's in English. And then going through, it's about 2 or 3 other languages. Because it's the German company who's never really sold to English-speaking countries, the entire instruction booklet was in German. So I opened it up, I'm like...
So was there any English pages?
There was English, but very little.
Yeah.
It was only like, make sure bolts are tightened, but it was broken English. It was really, really bad. So the first thing popped in my head was that Simpsons episode with Homer making the grill. And it's like, the barbecue pit. It was like, the grill, what the hell is that? I was reading like, Spreekens and nuts and so I had to literally go by the picture, what the picture did, and yeah.
Yep.
But it worked out well, which is fun.
Yeah. Excellent. So what we've done is we got rid of the old leg press.
Yep.
Which we just kept in the gym until I found a new piece of equipment. Nobody uses it hardly anymore.
No, one or two people use it, but very rarely.
So we've got a leg press for sale.
Yeah.
So contact us if you're interested in a heavy duty leg press. Comes with 200 kilos of weights. So that's what's been happening here at the gym. There was an interesting article I saw, speaking of the gym, was an article, and its heading was "Muscle Confusion is Making You Weak."
We're going to sound like a broken record again, just let everyone know it's happening again.
But really what this was a, if you're doing a training, you've heard of all muscle confusion.
Yep.
You say, I keep doing different exercises to keep the muscles confused. And the idea is that this confusion apparently somehow miraculously causes muscle growth.
Yeah.
So what this article was saying that muscle confusion or constantly changing your exercises, every workout doing something different, is actually detrimental to
what you're doing, because you can't really progress anything, you keep changing.
Exactly right.
It's sort of like that. There's a Chinese proverb which I love reciting because it just applies to everything. A man who chases 2 hares catches none.
Yeah.
So if you're going to go, I'm going to go better here, but then deviate to something else, you can't focus on one particular thing.
That's right.
So you chase both, you're not going to get nothing.
Yeah. So, and we've talked about this so many times, you're right, it's a broken record, that with your training, put together a structured training plan and measure the progress over a number of weeks on that plan.
I recently read a new one. So
that's right.
Yeah.
So basically what that means is keep track of what you're doing, the weights and the poundages, and the reps, and the next week try to beat them.
Yep.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
So when you go into the gym and every day training different muscle groups, because you think you're confusing the muscle, that's actually not a good
You can't confuse a muscle. You can't. It's physically, it's impossible. You can't confuse yourself.
That's right. All right, so moving right along from that, there's another thing I've noticed now. It's coming into comp season.
Yeah.
So the first comp is the IFBB, and I think that's only 9 weeks.
9 weeks
I
away
think it's
now.
9 weeks away this weekend. Now, what I've noticed is competitors that are getting ready for comps are constantly putting up photos of themselves on social media. Now, I don't like it because you're leaving nothing in the tank for contest day. Your family and friends, everyone is seeing you. They're going to get blasé to the point where they're going to go, I'm not going to go to the comp because I've seen Joe every day putting up pictures, and he looks really awesome. There's nothing left as a surprise at comps anymore.
Okay.
So basically, like 15 years ago in the 90s and early 2000s, you used to go to a comp and it was really great because you had no idea who was competing, or you might have heard that this person is competing, but you have no idea what they look like.
Okay.
So everything was a surprise.
It's sort of like when Joel came back to the stage after 4 years, or it's like he did early analysis went, I'm here.
Yeah, that's right. But people are constantly putting up pictures, guys and girls, non-stop every day of what they look like and their progress, and I think it takes away from the comp. Yeah. This isn't a go or an attack on you guys personally. Just think about maybe cutting it back a little bit. Every now and then put up a teaser pic But every day saturating social media with pictures of you getting ready for your comp, it's just going to, I think it takes away from the comp.
It takes away from
your comp, your actual comp, you know. So maybe just tone back a little bit. You know,
a little bit.
It was the same with back in the 90s, you know, when the pros used to come here, they used to be guest posers at comps. These comps used to be jam-packed full of people because they'd only seen pictures of the pros in the magazines, that's it.
Yeah.
So, and then when you saw them in person, it was like, it was something out of another world, you know, it was ridiculous. But even the pros are guilty of that now, you know, so it's so blasé now, everyone's so blasé to the muscle that there's yeah. So just think about it, maybe tone back a little bit on your photos, don't post so much on social media, and leave it to the comp.
There you go.
Yeah. In fitness / bodybuilding news, we had another death today, this week, unfortunately. From last week, Ed Corney passed away. I found out Ed Corney passed away from a brain aneurysm.
Oh.
Yeah.
And he was in the 80s, wasn't he?
He was 85.
Holy crap.
Yeah. So, well, I mean, that can happen to anybody.
Exactly, that's the thing. It's like it happens to everyone, but it happens to someone so far along in their life. It's sort of like a.
So just early this week, Daryl Stafford died. Now he was a bodybuilder in the 90s.
Yep.
He competed right up until the 2000s. He wasn't a real top tier pro.
No, I didn't. I saw some photos and I noticed he had amazing cornrows, but that's about it.
He had I think his highest was a 3rd in the Chicago Pro.
Yeah.
But otherwise he was sort of a middle tier pro. Really pleasing physique. He's someone that I remember, obviously. Not everyone's going to remember because they're not as old as me.
Yeah.
But he was only 58 years old.
So he's not much older than you.
Yeah, which is scary.
How did he pass away?
He had a heart attack. So yeah, condolences.
Well, you had a checkup the other day, so you're fine.
Yeah.
There you go.
Now you got me all scared.
Sorry.
Yeah, so that's a sad thing to happen. So condolences to Daryl Stafford's friends and family. The Arnold competitor list for the Arnold Classic Australia was released this week as well. So I'll just quickly go through it. We've got 3 Australians in the show.
Seeing some good names there.
So,
yes, I'm excited.
We've got Josh Lenartowicz,
Yep.
William Bonac, Brandon Curry, Rolly Winkler, Luke Sandow, Sam Pearce is Australian as well. Did you see the photos of Sam?
Yeah.
He has improved
Yeah.
heaps. Like, he looks really, really good. Justin Wessels making his pro debut.
And what a debut, just sorry to jump in, but his debut shows with William Bonac, Brandon Curry and Rolly Winkler. Olympia competitors. This is his pro debut, so good luck, Justin. That's doing really well.
Steve Kuklo, even though Tony Doty say that Steve isn't fully committed yet, but he's on the list of invitation. Jeffrey Beckham, Mark Dautrucci.
Where's he from? He looks French.
Yeah.
Daltruchet.
Andrew Hudson, Quincy Winkler, which is Rolly Winkler's little brother.
The Winkle twins.
He's generally a 212 competitor, so he might be a bit outsized in this. Steve Orton from New Zealand, Michaeli Volikin and Akeem Williams from England. So the lineup's not too bad.
It's actually a very good lineup.
The thing is, Josh Lenartowicz has beaten every one of these people.
Yeah.
So
has he beaten Justin? Has he competed against Justin? Because Justin.
Against Justin Wessels.
Yeah.
No, but we're talking about current pros. He's beaten William Bonac. He's beaten Brandon Curry. He's beaten Rolly Winkler, Luke Sandow. Who look, really, that's the top 5.
Yeah.
Josh, William Bonac, Brandon Curry, Rolly Winkler, and Luke Sandow. I reckon that's the top 5. You could throw Akeem Williams into the mix for a top 6.
Yeah.
But Josh Lenartowicz has beaten every one of those people in shows.
So he'd be the favourite then?
No, well, he's right up there with William. I think William Bonac, Josh and Rolly are the favourites.
Yeah.
Rolly obviously with his 2nd place and at the Olympia, and William in 3rd place. So, I mean, those two are really... I'd say would be the favourites between those two, with Josh coming in. But I think Josh has got a chance of winning this show.
Well, I think
he hasn't competed in all of 2018, and he is huge. He put up an Instagram story the other day, and it's like 10 weeks out.
Yeah.
and he was like 130 something kilos, 137
Holy crap.
kilos.
That's huge.
So and he's
That's
big.
like 270, 280 pounds.
He's big. Yeah.
Wow.
And he wasn't like he was on track to be in really good condition. So I think Josh will be the biggest guy there.
By far, yeah.
Yeah.
And I reckon Justin is going to be the most peeled.
Justin will be the most peeled.
By none.
But I don't think he has got the size to mix it. But
he won't place last.
no, but
He
his
will not
condition
place,
is going to put him past a whole heap of other people here. And I'll say he will easily be in the top 10.
Yep. I reckon
And based on that lineup, he could be even as high as 6th.
Yeah, the highest 6th, I reckon. And unless one of them, you know, Brandon or Rowley come in a bit too watery, and then who knows?
Yeah. So yeah, very interesting lineup, and should be a good contest.
So it makes you want to go to it. It looks really good.
Yeah, look,
Like not counting the expo, but literally just to see the show.
the show would be good to go see. It really would. I think that will be a really good show. 3 good Australians, and they all got a chance to be in the top 10. I think in that lineup. Before we'll just close on, in other fitness news, there was an article on the news on the benefits of fasting, intermittent fasting.
This is my face.
Yeah,
Proceed.
We just leave it at that.
I don't.
Oh look, it was just, I'm still doing it because I've just become used to it now, to the point where I don't eat until 12:30, 1 o'clock. But the benefits they carried on about wasn't necessarily about fat loss or weight loss. It was also about that mental alertness, feeling really alert, and which is what I agree with. As far as I'm concerned, you're only going to lose body fat if you put yourself into a calorie deficit, whether you're fasting, whether you're doing keto, doesn't matter what exercises you're doing, put yourself into a calorie deficit first and you're going to lose fat.
So would you recommend intermittent fast to someone who would say does have, like, they tend to crash throughout the day? Do you reckon it'll be good for them,
I think so. Yeah, I think so. If you've got heaps of energy, and I find that I've got heaps of energy during the morning because I do fast now. I don't get a insulin spike because of eating, so I feel really alert in everything else, which is what I like the benefits of. It's coming up to, what's it now?
12:30, 12:15 now.
Yeah, so I'm ready to eat. As soon as we pack up, I'll have my first meal about 12:30, and I'll end up having 2 meals before we have a training session. So I found it to be really good. Yeah, my body composition is changing slowly, but I think that's because I am on a slight calorie deficit.
Yeah, but you're also walking a lot more now.
And that's pushing me into the calorie deficit.
Yeah.
So I'm doing a lot of exercise. I walk every day, and then I do the weights as well.
I'm lowering my calories 100 before every week, lowering it by 100 calories before I go to Japan.
Yeah.
That's my plan. That's what I'm doing. And it's working well, you know. It's working very well. So by the time I leave, I should be on about 2,400.
Yeah,
and then it's 3 weeks.
About what I'm on now.
Yeah, and then it's like 3 weeks of go. Yeah, pretty much. Yep.
That's it. So I think that's we've covered pretty well everything that's happened.
Yes.
We'll catch you guys next week. Don't forget, this episode is brought to you by Australian Muscle. 3 locations, including the gym, and available online with
Australian-wide delivery for
free delivery Australia-wide and everything. So check it out. There's some good deals online at the moment. There's some good stacks and there's some good specials. Don't forget, we've got Afterpay available now, and you can even do your gym membership on Afterpay.
Yep, 125 secures 12 months with free 24 access.
What do you mean 125?
125, that's what you can officially pay up front for the first one.
I see, that's what your payments will be.
Yes.
I was thinking, what are you talking about? So yeah, to access the gym membership, just go onto the Australian Muscle website, australianmuscle.com.au, purchase your gym membership there, print out your little receipt, bring it into the gym, and we will finalise your membership and give you your key tag.
Yep.
Don't forget, there's no joining fees, there's no key fees, there's no administration fees, there's nothing else. That's it.
There's no quarterly account keeping fee.
No. So all our memberships are completely fee-free.
Yep.
And our 12 months memberships are contract-free.
Cool.
That's it. Thanks, guys. We'll catch you guys next week. So take it easy. Try and stay cool, because we are apparently hitting
42 again.
Into a debilitating heat wave coming in the next few days, and all of South Australia is going to burn.
Yep.
See you guys next week.
Bye-bye.